I'm a little worried about what's happening to what we might call the left in this country. I'm already seeing signs of a real split between what I would describe as Democratic Party loyalists and independent left thinkers. And I'm a little concerned because I understand the desire not to elect a Republican president. Of course, I understand that. I understand that we don't want a Republican guiding our foreign policy or our economic policy. Certainly don't want a Republican choosing the next members of the Supreme Court. But here's what concerns me about this. If it becomes off limits to challenge any Democrat, even this early in the process, I think we lose sight of the larger goal. The larger goal, in my opinion, should not be to elect Team Blue versus Team Red. The larger goal needs to be to change our political system, to change ourselves from an oligarchy back into a democracy. Now, when I use words like oligarchy, I'm not just mouthing rhetoric. I'm speaking the proven, documented, seriously researched political science done by people like Lawrence Page and Martin Gilens at Princeton. We are in an oligarchy, and wealthy interests do determine policy, not in all cases, but in the vast majority of cases. If we want that to change, we have to be willing to criticize not only a Marco Rubio or Scott Walker for raising money, but yes, a Hillary Clinton or a Bill Clinton for raising money. We have to be willing to talk about the blurred line that takes place when a husband is getting $1.5 million from interests who support a trade treaty at the same time that the wife is running for president and not speaking up against that trade treaty. And make no mistake about it, I think Hillary Clinton could kill the Trans-Pacific Partnership with a single word saying she was against it. I think that would give the wavering Democrats all the cover they need to oppose it. So, I think we've got to be prepared to have these conversations among ourselves. If we're not brave enough to do that, if we're not smart enough to hold two thoughts in our brains at the same time, one is that we dread and want to stop the Republicans, the other is that we want a fundamentally better political system, then I don't think we're worthy of being called a left or even a dissident movement in this country. And make no mistake about it, I think we need a dissident movement in this country. I am RJ Eskow, and this is The Zero Hour.